Well, Bravoholics, this weekly meeting is going to be a doozy because today there's a fox in the hen house. We're talking the Summer House reunion, all 3 parts. Spoilers ahead. If you are not caught up, pause, go watch it, come back, because we are talking everything Summer House this season, starting now. Hi, everybody. My name is Lindsay, and I'm a Bravoholic.
You're preaching to the choir. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Honey, you have to stop saying that.
Bravoholics Anonymous.
Welcome to Bravoholics Anonymous, your weekly support group for all things reality TV. And if you're new here, this is a safe space where Bravo addicts and pop culture obsessives come to break down the drama one meltdown at a time. And I have one of the most pop culture obsessed Bravoholics in the house with me today to talk Summer House. Please welcome back Reality with Raya.
Hello. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to be in the meeting.
I'm sporting my Loverboy hat, and you can see it if you're watching on YouTube.
Yes, it's been much needed. Unfortunately, I'm in Salt Lake City attire, you guys. My Loverboy attire that I ordered for my giveaway for the last Summer House, well, it's not even the last Summer House party, and we'll get into that. It has a 6-week lead time. Whoops.
Whoops.
So,
Oopsie
it'll be here
daisy.
soon.
Yeah, it can take a while.
Kyle, we got to get it together, babe. Like,
at least we know he's not drop shipping stuff, and he's like ordering something of a certain quality and then having it shipped out separately, which is like, now there's the 2 ways you can go. I think Kristen Doty from Vanderpump Rules in the Valley does the drop shipping method, so it comes like instantly. And it's not saying that that's lesser quality, because you can get really good drop ship stuff like made to order. But, this isn't, I'm going to plug it a little bit because they gave us so much entertainment this season. Both Kyle and Amanda. This hat is pretty nice quality. It's got a great embroidery stitch on it. My sister gave it to me for my birthday. So.
Oh, wait, I was going to say, did your birthday pass already?
This was last year.
Oh,
no, wait, Christmas. It was Christmas.
But you're a Gemini, Christmas. So when's your birthday?
Tomorrow.
What if I was gonna say, what if it was today? Well, happy birthday, babe!
Thank you.
Oh my God, all you Bravoholics better wish her a happy birthday.
You better.
Yeah, you better.
No,
when is this coming out?
I'm so tired. I'm gonna push to edit this in the next 2 days.
Okay.
So it might be like one day after. It might be my birthday was yesterday.
And you know what? And now we're in the past and in the future, so it's still your birthday.
What is time? Anyway, speaking of what is time, the timeline was so important this season. And I just want to say, before we jump into it, before we get into the sauce and the mess of this reunion and what's transpired with this friend group, I'm so happy that this happened. Yeah, I could not do another season and another reunion talking about the same shit Kyle and Amanda do every season for the last 8 seasons. I just couldn't.
Totally.
And so honestly, I am happy this happened because it got everyone else in the mix, as Carl would put it. It got everyone else in the sauce, and everyone had an opinion and a take and a perspective. And it was just some different flavor for a Summer House reunion. I know that people feel like their lives might have been ruined for a period of time. I, as a Bravoholic and someone who just wants them to bring fresh drama, was very excited about it.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Yes.
I couldn't deal with another season, yes, of Kyle and Amanda fighting and doing the same shit. I also couldn't do another season of Wes and Ciara not talking to Wes. Like, it's already been 2 fucking seasons, you guys. Thank God that I hope that it will be wrapped on the city. Also, when this season premiered, I remember I kind of did a watch party with my friend Bravo Bree in San Antonio. And last season I was bored. I guess last season was when Paige Sorbo was on. I mean, fucking news to me, dude. Like, I watch it religiously, Summer House, but it is so boring and it's the same shit over and over. And I said at the start of the season, after the premiere, everybody's like, oh my God, it was such a good premiere. And I'm just like, fuck, like, was it? It's the same shit that we're always doing. And they're shaking their ass less. They're partying less. Like,
that's the problem.
I need them to do like below deck style to where it's like,
overhaul.
New, what?
Overhaul it every summer. Let's just bring in the fresh blood
New
now.
People. Yeah. Like, what are we doing? Anyways.
Yeah. And it's like, and it sucks. It really sucks because it's cool because we have leeches. Like, I would refer to Dara and Sabrina as leeches. Like, I think that they're interested in being in the scene and they want to, that's why like Dara came into the house first, went to Ben didn't work out, then she went to KJ. You know, you can fight. I know there's so many KJ stands out there, and this is not a knock against KJ. I just think KJ is susceptible to a leech, like jumping on and trying to get the camera time. And then the way that they edited Dara's footage over the season, for me, made it look that way, and maybe it wasn't that way, but I loved her contribution to the reunion, and I really think that if they had presented Dara as West's friend the whole season and she was partying and like broing with West and picking up guys, and then she came and brought it home and said what she said about West and read him in the reunion part 2, like I think that would have been a way better introduction to her. I think that would have been a way better integration. But her having to couple up and be like, I'm in a relationship with a Bravo man to stay on the show is just like so Southern Charm. I'm over it.
Happened though, I have I don't
you disagree, tell me.
I've already made an agreement with myself that KJ is off limits for me, and I'm gonna say I'm in no way a stan, and we'll leave it at that. I could read.
Did you hear his music? Oh my God, I was so worried about his mental health when that song came out. I was so worried about his mental health when that song came out.
Why?
It's bad. If everyone had the outrage and disgust about Jesse Solomon's song, don't listen to KJ's. KJ was already like 5150 basically.
At least Jesse Solomon, and I was like truthful in my comment that got like 1,000 likes. I was truthful in my comment, like he is just a housewife for real. He reminds me a lot of Luann de Lesseps, like, and at least Jesse is like musically trained. Maybe he's not the best, but he's definitely not the fucking worst. And I like that he's having fun. And one thing about the Bravoholics is like we will stand anything, and we're still waiting for like Sonia Morgan's toaster and fucking She by Sheree. So like it's been 20 years and we're still waiting. Like Jesse Solomon has a long career ahead of him. First of all, I just want to say I see Dara trying, whether it is for fame or to stay on the show, and also she partly likes KJ. I think all things can be true. Mm-hmm. Again, I've said this 1,000 times. I'll say it again. I'm not mad at an opportunist, babe. You know, you have to know when to get in and when to get the fuck out. And she
poker, yeah. It's not.
Scary.
You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on.
Sorry.
So next, speaking in the space of sharing grievances and getting things off our chest so that we're not repeating ourselves the entire episode today, the entire meeting of Bravoholics Anonymous, I want to give you 1 minute to rant about how stupid West Wilson looks and is. And then we don't need to drown us all like the whole time. Okay. This is it. We're going to unburden ourselves with how stupid West Wilson is when you're ready.
I'm like still trying to think. Okay, ready? Go. He is such a fucking moron. And him with his pursed lips, lights on, no one's home. Him like Jesse Solomon like crying his eyes out, and West being like, yeah, I'm emotionally invested in this. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. It perfectly summed up what Lindsay said. Apathy. He's a liar. He said a whole lot of fucking nothing for 10 hours. I personally am still unclear of the timeline and the situation where they're at. And everybody was going at them in circles. And they were him and Amanda were both so manipulative that 10 hours later, we are all in 3 fucking episodes plus an aftermath coming. We are still so unclear as to the timeline, at least for me. I love that Brianna Chicken Fry and Dave Portnoy was mentioned. I would like to talk about that a little bit more. But other than that, I think he's an idiot. Okay, and okay, I'm getting nervous. Okay, I think he's an idiot. Summing up, every woman needs to stay away from him in the Bravo sphere. Goodbye.
That was really good. Are you ready for my turn?
Please. Do I have to time you, or are you going to time yourself?
I'll time myself. I'll look at the little clock here.
Okay.
First, I want to start off with what the hell was the thing he kept doing with his mouth and his teeth where he was like he kept like doing this thing and it was giving like crackhead like wanting to rub their gums but like wasn't rubbing their gums, or like something was dry, like his gums were dry, and that was really weird. Two, the ability that he was so disassociated the whole time was totally giving classic avoidant person, and it irritated me so much. It was not beta blockers. For everyone listening that's a Bravoholic, I take beta blockers from time to time. They do not numb you like that. I can still get stressed and show emotion on beta blockers unless they're using like a horse tranquilizer. I think they're doing ketamine or something that's totally nuking their nervous system. Anyway, his little dick pics that went around the internet, I actually think that West contrived this whole plan. I think he pitched Amanda, who hated Kyle so much and loved Summer House. I think he told her like, let's just like party and have a great time, and if it fucks over Kyle's show, who cares? And then I think he released or told someone to release those little dick pics. He didn't do it hard on purpose so it wouldn't show ego and he could see so cool boy and unbothered. And it was like this little Cheeto crooked dick. And I know, don't go looking for it. I don't support revenge porn, but it did come across my desk. I did not share it, and I did look at it, and it was gross. Anyone that's like fighting for that and a totally mid-looking dude from Iowa is sad and sick. And I really think Amanda is just sad and sick from like years and years of being in this marriage where no one's happy and she's feeling pressured and like depressed. And then she got on Prozac and now she just wants anyone to show her attention. And when he defended her to Kyle, like that's where we're at. And I just think he's ugly and not worth any of this.
Agree.
Okay, great. What do you think of that conspiracy? Do you think they like thought of this? Because I think she hated him so much that they just nuke bombed the show and the whole thing.
I think like West was like, but you're a star too. Like it's your show too. Like you're dating the main cast member and you're an OG. Like he probably just said some shit. Was like. And then, but yes, I have said this from the beginning that it was never Amanda's idea to break it off with Kyle unless she had somebody else on the side. She doesn't seem like an independent bitch to me. So for her to be like taking it upon herself to say, you know, for her to say that she had this, you know, oh, we're going to date each other, Kyle, and like blah, blah, blah. No, that wasn't your idea. Oh, just so happened your month-to-month apartment fell through and you had to sign a year lease and move out all your shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she knew for a long time that she was over it. And she had to work up the plan and the courage to get out of this thing because he was paying all of the rent, as we've heard.
Right.
She did. There was like this whole discussion on Watch What Happens Live and whatever. I don't even know where half of this information came out, but like all of us know about it. So anyway, she like he was paying all of the rent. Then he asked her for like a back due, like cut me a check for some money here since I'm getting screwed. And so her or her parents or whomever wrote like a 6-figure check to Kyle to clear up the whole rent debacle.
She like zelled him $117,000.
Yeah. Wild. But also like they're living in New York City. They're starring on a show for like their 10th season. And it's she does make money. She does work. So I guess it's not a surprise. But I also do think her parents have money. And I mean, they live in Jersey, but still, I think they do have some money.
She has a trust fund. Like, where did that come from? I've never known Amanda to like have a trust fund up until the last couple of weeks. And that's also why people are saying that Kyle is so cool, calm, and collected because. But I don't think that's fair to Kyle. I think Kyle does care about Amanda. I've never like okay, sure, he calls her a dumb bitch, but look, words are true. Like, I get it. I'm not condoning that behavior, but I do think they're both like unhealthy people who like don't love each other in the way that each need to be loved, but that doesn't mean that they don't love each other. At least I will stand on more Kyle's side at this time, because it's giving like Amanda just like never even fucking liked him like at all. And I was kind of defending them in the beginning of their divorce, saying like, well, they did love each other, just not in the way. And I don't know what the fuck she's thinking. Like, truly.
Well, the first
truly,
two seasons, like the first season when she was like the ex-girlfriend, she was really pushing him to be in a relationship. And I think that was like the red flag right off the jump. But at the end of the day, Kyle wants a relationship like the one his parents have, which is they travel and they party. They go places and they party. And I thought it was a shock when we found out Kyle's mom was like cheated on his dad and stuff like that. But that's probably where stepping out of the marriage feels like, if you're drunk or if you're whatever, then like it could happen. It's okay. Yeah, we're going to move past it in his world.
To be with somebody who is like
Lindsay. He needs to be someone that's like Lindsay, but not as like outspoken as Lindsay, because him and West have something in common where they do want someone who's gonna take the back seat to their show. Yeah.
But I think that I don't know. I think that he needs somebody like equally yoked, like as a partner, not as strong as Lindsay, but like a little less strong than Lindsay, a little more like on, a little more than Kyle. And then somebody who does like to party, maybe somebody who doesn't want kids. I really don't think Kyle wants kids. I think that he was doing that to appease Amanda, because I mean, he's 43, 42, whatever, 41, whatever.
And he just started DJing. He doesn't want kids.
You're not gonna like run around with kids, and that's fine. And I think there's plenty of women, me included, Kyle, and I've always loved a little blonde man, and I've loved
here she is
all the time. I'm not saying I'm like, please, I'm not like pitching myself, because people are gonna clip it like, well, weren't you doing this with West Wilson? Yeah, I have a bad picker. Okay, moving on. But I
like Kyle Cooke. I think Kyle Cooke is like, I love the president of the fraternity. He's still ambitious, And
I just think like, there's so many women now that like don't really want kids, and I think he should just find like an outdoor cat, and not like somebody. It's hard as somebody who is, I'm a little more inside cat now, but like as somebody who's like kind of a retired party girl, but like I still get down, and then like I still wake up and like go do my job. It's hard to find some, like, we have seen Kyle do that, party till 4 a.m. and wake up for a 6 a.m. like workout.
And he looks great. I don't know how he looks so great.
But it's hard to not find somebody who doesn't have like addiction issues like that, or like other crazy mental health issues, or like whatever. Somebody who truly just likes to party, likes to go home, and then likes to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we are a rare breed. I am looping myself in that because I do see a lot of myself.
You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now.
Yeah, I am. I'm fucking hungover, and here
you showed up. You showed up with eye patches on, and you're like, "I'm hungover." Okay, let's go.
Let's get fucking Kyle Richards in this bitch.
We need to get on Summer House. How do they put us? We will make the show, you guys. Put us on Summer House.
Like, if we are like pitching and we are like applying and auditioning for like the fucking parties, like, I love a theme. Like, come on. We gotta. Okay, they're about to start filming again. Like, we have to go this year.
I'm going to the Hamptons in July. I'll be there in July. I'm trying to get into the party. Do you know somebody?
I don't know.
Bravoholics.
I know, but I feel like you should just like hang out and like stalk the house and be like, oh my god.
I'm just gonna stand on the corner with a sign that says "Get me to a summer house party," and I'm gonna stand there on the corner of Montauk.
No, that's so cute, actually. Like with the
and be like in a bikini or something, and be like, please.
Wait, what's gonna go on with the house getting sold though? Because
they're gonna get a different house. They're just gonna go to a different house. It's fine.
Okay.
That stupid front door sucks, and I'm over it anyway. Like, the house never really mattered, that there. I don't feel.
No, I know, but I'm just saying now we don't know where to go hang out.
we
right
did
now.
switch a house, I think going in season 2 to season 3, but I also just, the house is familiar and I know the layout, but I also don't really care too much about the house.
No, they used to change houses all the time. And then they found this one and I guess got a deal with the, with the owners and stuff. And it does make more sense to then not be like knocking on, all of the owners' doors being like, hey, do you want to rent your house out for the summer to like be trashed? Like, so I get it. But I'm sure that there's other investors out there who have their summer house that don't give a fuck that will do it,
The money you make from letting someone film in your house, you can renovate the whole house after. It doesn't matter. And most of the time that they're coming in, like you can strike deals like we want the walls painted this color at the end of the summer or whatever, and they'll just do all that stuff.
I was gonna say, like, I remember hearing when I lived in LA, like if they used your house for like a set or whatever, even for like a day or like half day or whatever, it was like minimum 20,000.
It depends. It's so flexible because there's indie film. But if it's like a big studio thing, they'll usually film more than just one day, but they'll strike some kind of deal, and they might have to paint the walls or redecorate your house. And so then you can choose however you want to do the walls when they're done. They'll paint it to a different thing. They have teams that do that. So that's kind of cool. But this summer house, as long as it has a pool and a big yard for the parties, that's all that matters. And maybe a couple shitty rooms for people to fight over. But I want to talk about at the top at the top of the episode in the first reunion, when the nude was leaked, Amanda leaned into West and was like, I never got one of those. Do you think that was like the reunion starting in her head and she was just like, what the fuck? Or was she being like, what was that? What was that?
I didn't remember, or God, I'm sorry. There's just so much information to process.
You didn't get it. You didn't register it.
Yeah, I know for a fact I've missed so much shit. I didn't hear that. I do remember her leaning in, but I don't remember her saying.
Oh, her remark when the nude was leaked, she was like, funny, I never got one of those. And I was like, ooh, here we go. But she knows, like, she knows.
But that's also, it's like giving Peyronie's disease. And I only know that because of DTF St. Louis with
Peyronie's disease.
And like the guy has, I didn't finish it actually. But like, that's literally what it's giving. And look, I'm telling you, that left hook is really doing something for the girlies because Mia from Southern Hospitality hooked up with him. Fucking dude.
But I think that was all personality. I think Mia would fall susceptible to the personality that West has. Like,
no, I think off camera, I mean, on camera West is charming, but I think off camera West is like even more charming and plus like everybody on Bravo historically has like low self-esteem. But I don't think Mia has low self-esteem, but no. I just think it's like, oh, fun, like whatever. I think he really is smooth. There's no fucking way that you're pulling Ciara. I mean, even Amanda, her looks, right? Like fucking Mia, like Sally Carson. I mean, I know Sally's getting a bad rep, but like, come on, these girls are like hot as fuck. Like,
no, I love Sally. I still defend Sally. Sorry, not sorry.
Me too.
I love that she got in Cook's mouth like a couple months later.
That I think. Okay, perfect example. Sally Carson and me and Lindsay are all in the same fucking bucket. Sally Carson parties her ass off and then goes and does her medical sales. She has a house that she owns. She got chickens for Craig. I'm actually not caught up on Southern Charm, even though I know it's like already over, but I need to catch up in the last. And Southern Hospitality, sue me. I've been a little
I'm suing you. Attorney?
Objection.
Objection.
I don't know. Sally Carson and Kyle.
Sally's a great match for Kyle. I'm actually so happy that they like met when they met and connected because she is one of these people. She actually is the hybrid. She's not as strong. She has a softness to her and doesn't have as hard edges as Lindsay. I think Lindsay's edges come from living in New York and being a publicist. Mm-hmm. And like I think that Sally can have that softness and that they talk later about how Dara says how West wants someone that's moldable. I think Sally has a little moldableness to her, even though she's like a work hard, play hard girl, like a baddie.
Sally's also an Aquarius, which Kyle is Aquarius moon, but he's also a Leo, and that's the sister sign. And I think that's
compatible.
Yeah.
Okay, so last time you were on the show, Raya, we did a whole timeline recap of Summer House. So if you didn't listen, Bravoholics, go check it out. We're not going to do that again. But I do want to ask you, now that we've seen the reunion, all 3 parts, when do you think their relationship started?
I agree. I think it was emotional during the summer, and I think for sure they probably, and Amanda's like, we started physical after the statement that me and Kyle put out. She's like, not that night. I do think it was either that fucking night or the next morning. Like, I think so. But
I don't believe that.
Wait, can I tell you something?
Was he holding his dick and like ready to put it in, and she's like, hit send on the
like what? You were Can I tell you something? This whole theory about New Year's Day, though, has been popping off on the internet, and about Amanda's coat being at West's apartment, and maybe they hooked up then or kissed then or something, and then she was like, well, I know for sure I can't go back now, so like me and Kyle, this is what the creator was saying, and like, you know, now I can't go back now, and like I need to divorce him, and like blah 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 blah, and get the years going, and whatever, like we're separated, and it's like not going. And here's the thing, she brought up a valid point, because Amanda's talking about New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. If you guys were already split and you were living separate, why the fuck would you know when and what time he came home if you weren't living there? You know? Here's the one thing I will say. I actually have had a lot of clarity on New Year's about past relationships. And like that day being something that people build up so much, like new year, new you, all this crap. I've had moments in the past where on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I knew that something had to end, and I had to figure out how or when, or I was over it, or it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, but not in like an over-pressured romanticized way, but just like, I don't think we're on the same page to spend a lifetime of New Year's together. So I can see it being something where she was like, this is the final test. If he doesn't come for New Year's, I'm out. And then of course he doesn't. He stays in parties because he's drinking and he's wherever. And then she probably looked at her watch or got the text from him at like 9:30, 10 that he wasn't coming to join her. And she was like, screw it, I'll go to West's. And then that's what I think happened, is then she went. But I feel like they hooked up before that. They're just never going to admit it. They'll never admit it. Before?
Yeah, at least made out or kissed or something. Like, I don't believe that they didn't. The whole Miami thing where he was texting West about the struggles with intimacy with his wife, and he was with Amanda, and then he wasn't inviting Jesse out with them.
That was
and
weird.
He's like, oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, right. I think they were already hooking up,
doing hand stuff or making out or ear stuff,
or just like playing with the boundary of the tension, because that was probably like a big fun thing for them for a long time, was that emotional affair. Like maybe his hand is a little close to her boob when he grabs her back, maybe his whatever, he's whispering in her ear a certain way, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that was all foreplay before.
And now I think he's over it, to be honest. He's sick. And I agree with Kyle. Kyle asked him, he said, how many girls is enough girls? Like, you've done this so much. It's like, when is your thirst quenched? Wait, I couldn't agree more, because before he said that, I was thinking that this whole last episode, I'm like, God damn it. Does he need to go to sex rehab or something? Like, is he truly like a sex addict or something? Or like
no, it's this low self-esteem. His whole value system is based on like the women he can get. I think he was a football player. Like, he's from Missouri. Like, look at where he's hailing from. And I'm sure in his group of boys, the only way he can show value, it's not by having a big dick. No, and it's not by having a bunch of money, because he didn't have a job that gave him any money until Summer House.
I kind of need no, his mom's a doctor.
That's not his money.
Oh, well, his money, yeah. But I mean...
Yeah, and the patriarchy says, as a man, you only have a few things that make you a valuable man.
And that's a very fair point. I need people from high school and college to tap in, to be honest.
Where are they?
And I agree with you about, like, not having the biggest stick. Like, you have to be funny. You have to... And if you don't have money, fuck. You're
That's
too
why
annoying.
he's so good. That's why he's
really
pulling Mia from Southern Hospitality.
Yes, you really have to be funny and charismatic and like have a good personality and things like that. So like I do agree, but I guess it's like, okay, my thing too is like, why would you want so many people to know that you're like you have like a small dick? It's like, why wouldn't you just get like one hot girl and like kind of stick with her?
Because it's like a Weinstein thing mixed with a Howard Stern thing. Are you ready?
Okay, tell me.
Weinstein was this like fat slob pig man that would get off on not getting the girls, but making the girls like have to do shit with his disgusting, rotund, tiny dicked body. Like it was same with Louis C.K. Louis C.K. did the same thing with his micro peen on a bus to other female comedians, and then it's a mix with Howard Stern. Howard Stern does this thing really well, and he's done it for years, where he talks about how small his dick is. So if he talks about how small his dick is and then you actually see his dick, you're like, oh, well, it's not that small, and it doesn't seem as bad. And it's a comedy lovable thing. So I think West is kind of marrying the two. It's like a power trip to see it, like how many girls can I get even with this tiny peen? And then two, like, I'm going to release actually a flaccid dick pic, so that like for history down the road for all the bitches I'm going to get down the road, because he's going to keep pulling.
Yeah,
exactly. They're going to all be pleasantly surprised.
Very true. I actually didn't know that Howard Stern had like a small dick. I don't.
He says it all the time.
Oh,
and it's hilarious. It's like,
but yeah. Well, can I tell you something too? I also don't think Wes has like a super small. It's just average. Like it's fine. Like yeah, it looks smaller because it has.
Right.
It's like a little. Well, it's not flaccid. Let's be real. It's chubbed.
Yeah.
So it just look like. Yeah, and
he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. That I do know that is kind of giving reminiscent of that, like very suave, very like outgoing, everybody's best friend, and it's just like so crazy because like you have like the smallest dick that I've seen in a really long time, and it's like you're out here like trying to hook up and like let multiple girls see your like tiny peen, and also I don't know about you, but like, and it could be me. Now I'm on a rant. I don't know.
I love it.
Hopefully my listeners, they're kind of used to this and they're probably like unsubscribing, like because I talk about it too much.
Stop.
But like no, but like I don't know about you, but like these men also like can't get it up and it can't stay up because they're either watching too much
porn
video footage or too much of their hand. And
it's called death grip. It's called death grip, and it's a plague.
I'm loving
on society.
You're teaching me so much, so many words today.
It's a plague on society.
Keep it up.
It's real. Anyway, end to death grip. Let's go to commercial break, and we'll be right back to talk more about West. Welcome back, everybody, to Bravoholics Anonymous. Next, Raya, I want to talk to you about the conspiracy and the notion that comes up that Amanda and West are releasing information on career milestone days that Ciara has, aka the glamour cover. And everything else. Do you think it is a coincidence or intentional that they were releasing posts, breadcrumbing the audience was the term used in the reunion, with Ciara stuff, or do you think it was just like a coincidence?
No, I think it's intentional, whether conscious or subconscious, right? Like I don't know if they're like, I don't know. I'm not an evil person. So like, as much as I can be like, oh, but I'm not an evil person. So I truly don't think this way that, people are sitting there and they're like, okay, this is going live, so we need to post this. Like, I don't, but maybe people are. I have no idea. I think it's more like half subconscious, half like coincidence, half on I don't know. I think it's also kind of giving Meghan Markle and Prince Harry when something happens to Princess Kate and
Wait, that energy feels
honest.
the same.
Because like they're dead ass doing okay, because also Wes and Amanda did it like 3 times. And now I'm like, okay, bitch, like you haven't posted at all, and now you're posting only when Ciara posts. Like
Well,
that
I
doesn't make
really
sense,
do
so
think
that's
that
weird.
West hates Ciara.
No, I
And
think he's
and
blaming
and I think
her
and
for
I
ruining
do
his life
believe
and
that
his
it's all been a
life.
retaliation. But I also don't think West was ever into Ciara. I think the first season when he was stringing her along, I've never seen West with a black woman. Have you ever seen him photographed or out with another black woman? All the other women that have come out and said that they were seeing West, or they were also hooking up with West or whatever, have been like maybe brown, but mostly white appearing people. And so I think that the whole Ciara thing was just to give him a foundation on the show, and then it backfired and made him look horrible.
Right.
And then since then, he's been trying to regain his footing and like get her back low key. And I think that like Amanda honestly has always on paper been more his type.
Totally. Absolutely. I think Amanda is a lot of guys' dream girl, especially, well, I was going to say
Because she's so cool girl. She cool girled herself into this toxic relationship again.
say, especially the way that she looks, but especially now, like I do think also her personality. I think that is every guy's dream type, to be honest. Like that is their dream wife who's like hot, does whatever they say, and like lets them isn't gonna question what they're doing, you know. And like she didn't really like question Kyle. She was like, Kyle, you're being mean. Like, okay, babe, the only thing that we can do is ourselves. So like if Kyle's being mean to you and you're over it, like get the fuck out. But you know, you can be like, oh, she did. No, she didn't. She did it because her and Wes have been concocting this thing since the summer. And I really do think even at BravoCon, when like the rumblings of them saying like Danny Pellegrino, it's just seared into my brain that he was like, Ciara, there's rumblings that Amanda and Kyle are divorcing. What's up with that? And she's like, don't be rude to my friend. Like she like literally snapped at Danny Pellegrino, which I didn't love. Like we're all here to do a job, bitch. Like, you know what I mean?
I didn't see that. That's crazy.
Was that on, did you not go? Was that not on Peacock? I don't know, but yeah,
I just missed it. I must have just missed it.
Yeah,
but
seared into my brain. And she's like, don't do that. Like, we're not going there. Next question. Like, she really shut it the fuck down. She didn't yes and anything. You know what I mean?
Well, Amanda's never been like that. She's always been eye rolling, and like
no, Ciara did that.
The eye rolls this reunion were outrageous. Like, and all I wanted her to do, eye roll all you want, Amanda, but all I wanted to see this reunion was her to own it. I wanted her to be like, honestly, Wes makes me feel so good. I decided that he was worth more than Ciara was to me, and we are in love. And I wanted them to just come out and own and like just get the others all riled up. Like I wanted them to show up and be like not eye rolling and half-assing it the whole time. I like Wes was doing his usual reunion shit where he just like had like sit there and takes the cake when they throw it at him.
Yeah.
But I wanted them to come out and be like, yeah, we're in love. Deal with it. Kyle, you sucked for 8 years and now Wes makes me feel better. Nah. Like I wanted her just to like own it.
And I agree with you. And I also just wish people would be more confident of their feelings and their vulnerability. Like I just wish Ciara, you know, people, I think Ciara does have some faults in this. Very, very, very minute.
Mm-hmm.
Fault meaning like you can only protect your feelings so much. You know what I mean? Like you only have control over your feelings. So Ciara would have just put her big girl panties on and said like, Wes, I'm in love with you. Like I need to know right now, yes or no, if this is ever going to be a thing or not, you know, and like have enough discernment and go to therapy and like do the work to realize if he's like feeding you bullshit in that moment or not. Cause obviously he's not going to be truthful.
Yeah.
I just wish more people would take more control of their own lives instead of putting it in the hands of somebody else. So I'm with you. I wish Amanda in that moment would just be like, yeah, I'm in love with him. But she waited for him to answer. And he was like, no, we don't. L word, bad. bad
We don't
word.
use the L word.
You
We've
don't
only been
say
dating
L
3
word.
months.
No. Like, he talks like a fucking baby. They both do.
It's
So,
embarrassing. And it's also,
don't
Jesse
know.
did the same thing with Lexi. It's like he was all over her ass that summer,
I
bringing
think that
flowers,
was the
meeting with
show,
her
though.
family. And like, and it's just these guys are afraid to say, they move one way, but they're afraid to label it. They're like too pussyfooted to label it.
Agree, but I also think the Lexi and Jesse thing was definitely for the show. Like, I don't think that they really. He's like, we dated for 6 weeks.
He was meeting with her during the week in New York, and they were dating during the week, and she was staying at his house during the week. I think they were more dating than Ciara and West were dating.
Yeah.
Like,
And then I thought we were over it last season, and then she wore, everybody's comparing this reunion dress to 2 seasons ago, and it's just like when her and Wes broke up or whatever, and she always wears something revealing when like she's trying to get Wes' attention, and I'm just like, babe, stand up, who cares? Like, and Wes pursing his lips and being like, checking her out as she walked by, and I'm just like, ew, like, why would you care about his fucking opinion?
I know, show up in a habit.
No, literally, like, wear a fucking potato sack. Like, I don't need him checking me. It's not he wishes what he can get, because he never had it. So like,
okay,
who cares?
When I was watching the reunion, I thought of a past summer house. What do you call them? House guest? What do you call them? Summer housers? Whatever. Someone from a past season of Summer House also had people over to his family home in another state, and would call women every single day and have deep, long conversations with them, but then deny that there was any relationship there. Do you know who I'm referencing?
Is it Luke?
Yes. Ding,
yeah,
ding,
Luke
ding,
and
ding,
Hannah
ding.
and Ciara. And I think that
West and Luke move the exact same way.
But we can't blame the guys, right? Like, that's just how they. And now he's running.
Well, they're accepting. Ciara's accepting it, but I'm just saying he did it to Luke did it to Hannah.
No,
he did it to Ciara, and I'm just saying that the West is the new typecast of Luke, and he's just done better with it.
Well, he's lasted longer. Totally,
exactly.
I watched that season with babe. Hannah was like, I thought she was doing a bit the whole time. Like, she was really delusional. Like, I don't think one inkling Luke gave that he was into her. Like, that was just my perspective.
Right, but if you go back and rewatch it, the thing that told me that she might have been playing it like a bit, because I think when Hannah doesn't have real conversations, I think everything comes out like it's a joke.
Yeah.
But the thing that told me that he was playing her ass was that he was calling her every night. And having like an hour-long conversation, and Luke's sister confirmed it on camera.
Yeah.
Like, Luke's sister was talking to Luke on the phone, and that was on an episode, and she was like, well, you call her and you tell her you love her at the end of the call, and it's like late night calls talking about their day and stuff. It's very relationship-y.
And I had that? Yeah, and I just cut it off, this guy in Australia, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, leave me alone. Anyways.
Oh, really? Was he trying to get a passport or what?
Other way around, bitch. Get me the fuck out of here. No, I just like have been like pen pals with him forever, and like he randomly started talking to me recently because he is single, and it's just one of those where they can't be alone either, So it's like Luke is like toggling all these girls or whatever, and then he calls Hannah at night, or because he just got off a date with whatever, and like you can't sit in that uncomfortable feeling, either the date being bad or you liking somebody else, but then like you're afraid, like you feeling trapped, so you need to have your options, so then you're calling the other girl. It's just I can't deal with it. As I said earlier, I can't deal with the chaos and the mental health and like the attachment issues. Like, it's not that
feeling attached to someone in another country in a crazy time zone, by the way.
Oh yeah, it doesn't really work that well. But I mean, I don't know, like, I'm open to it, but it's like people have to be willing to put in the effort, and it's like one person can't be putting in the effort. I've seen enough 90 Day Fiance to know, and I don't want this to come off as harsh. I just want everybody, I want the girlies to like be aware of the signs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get it if you don't want to go to therapy or you don't have money for therapy. I mean, I totally, completely understand that. My insurance does not cover my therapy. And
this is a place where BetterHelp could sponsor my show, but they
right.
currently don't. So
Yeah. And BetterHelp, you should sponsor mine as well. Both of ours. You have so many ads everywhere, but like we
come
genuinely are mental health
on.
advocates. Hello. That's just my thing. It's like, I just feel like if more women, okay,
Can see the signs, it would help. It would
help.
save women.
Can I quote somebody really quick and like wrap my
Yes.
when my
Your
brain
thought?
switched?
Yes.
Okay. Jared Freed.
I love the references. We got Danny Pellegrino and we got Jared Freed. I love them both.
You know Jared Freed. Okay. Well, and I think he still does, but he used to have a podcast called J Train. And it was like where he would give like, and I loved listening to it in the morning. The time is 2015 in the Valley of LA. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like Sophia, like from Golden Girls, like Sicily, 1929. Anyways, and but I just remember listening to this episode so specifically because I would like religiously listen because I loved hearing his perspective as a guy giving advice, and I genuinely felt like his advice was like unbiased or like neutral, like, hey, like he was genuinely trying to help. And what stuck with me a while ago, because like a lot of girls would kind of write into and be like, my boyfriend, he was like, look, if you're tired of being in a situationship, don't be in one, basically. Like, he didn't quite say this, I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, you have the power to take control of your life. Like, if you are looking for a relationship, say that you're looking for a relationship. Don't say that, oh, I don't know, I'm figuring it out, I don't know. What do you want to do? Because you're giving away your power. And that really stuck with me. He's like, it's so cool to like state your feelings and like state what you want out of life, like whether that be in your career, in your relationship, like whatever. And he's like, and who cares? Like, it's fucking cool. So stop wasting your time saying that you don't want a relationship when you really do, and lying to yourself. And it's okay. You're gonna find people in alignment, you know? And that really, like
registered
episode, or like, that thing, that concept, God, I'm sorry, I need water. That concept just really spoke to me, and like just really changed my perspective about being more vocal about what I want, you know?
I love that. And I think Ciara tried to really do that coming onto the show, and 2 seasons ago, and then West just said,
when she said she didn't want,
bet.
Yes, I agree. I think
watch me ruin everything you think you want and just lie to you.
Yeah, I think he definitely just blew past her boundaries, which was fucked up. But at the end of the day, he knew that, because that wasn't the energy that Ciara was giving. Even if in her confessionals to this day, she was like, yeah, I love him. Yeah, he's my best friend, but I can't tell him that. Like, I miss him. He's not thinking about you. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that you sat there and wasted 2 years of your life pining over this guy, trying to like suppress
She
your
should be
feelings.
thanking Amanda. She has closure with West now.
Yeah,
She's not going to go the next 3 summers playing footsie and ear nibbles with him. Like,
she could be with Jordan, Michael B. Jordan. So please, you know,
God, he's so hot.
Okay, and better, and I love it.
You know, let's take a break from it all and let's talk about the new house guests this season and how they did in the reunion specifically. First, I want to talk about Ben. Ben.
I'm glad
Benny boy.
Shut the fuck up the whole time.
He's so annoying.
Yeah.
He lied to
like
everyone
him.
about his stupid girlfriend, and he's like, who cares? Who cares if I was with Sabrina? Like, he said that at one point, and I was like, what do you mean who cares? We cares because people have been literally kicked off the show for lying to producers about their relationship status. So it's like, people care. And also, I think Bailey secured her spot coming back.
Fuck yeah. I love Bailey.
By sitting next to him being like,
I don't know.
You're an asshole. And he's like, yeah, you were turned on by him, but you weren't turned on by me. And she's like, no, because you talk down to women. And then you could see he had to stop and think about it. I don't think anyone's ever pointed that out to him before.
I don't know. I don't think so either, but I was absolutely done and I kind of got annihilated. Not annihilated, but I kind of got some 50-50 responses on threads about saying, because somebody was like, oh, do you guys think Ben is like toxic or whatever? I said, yeah, like I think he's a horrible person. As soon as he cornered Bailey in her own fucking room and went in circles 3 times.
Yeah.
No.
That's how we knew.
You are.
And then we found out during the reunion exactly why he's so toxic. Both his parents are crazy, devout, born-again Christians. And he has not talked to his father since he was a teenager and his dad caught him in bed with his high school girlfriend. And I was like,
that's probably
I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. This is why he does talk down to women, though, is because he's watched probably his dad treat his mother that exact way. And then Ben tried to make Sabrina sound like so amazing, like that was to Australia. And the first few weeks, because these people don't really work, they're just like vacationing. So he's like, the first few weeks we were there, every morning she'd wake up and hug him, and every night she'd hug him. And then one time he touched my shoulder, and then we hugged goodbye when I left. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I mean, I can see why that's so meaningful to him, but I really do think Ben needs some real therapy as well to dissect that stuff and like what the impact the way his father treated his family and himself has now, how that's installed in him. And I think Bailey read him for filth, and I loved it.
I agree. And I don't dislike Sabrina Bell.
I like her. I do. I have no problem with people wanting to be on reality TV. I have no problem with someone wanting to be on reality TV. I want you to want to be there and to make the show good, but I don't like you being introduced under false pretenses. I don't want to be told that you just started dating and you posted in February.
Yeah, that I need her to get a stylist. Like, that's not even like wacky, like, or maybe you know what? And I don't give a fuck, but I just don't know why we're wearing Curious George boots in the middle of July in the Hamptons. But moving on. I also am just what you said. I'm also just really over, like, why are we putting Sabrina Bell on a pedestal? Like, Ciara's putting her as like this goddess angel sent from above, and like Ben is like, she hugged him. It's just, I don't know. To me, that's a little creepy in itself. Again, I still like Sabrina, actually. Like, I think everybody just needs to like stop talking about her so I can get the fuck to know her. But and I want her to come back, even with her ugly clothes and all. I'm not understanding this like really like just romanticized idyllic version of her that it's like she, like, I don't know who's playing puppeteer here. Is she being like Taylor Swift in the background being like, say this about me and like I'll put you on my next album? Like, I don't know. It's just very weird how everybody else is like describing her, and I totally understand how like I think I'm an angel on earth, but like, I've met like angels on earth and like, people that have really helped me. And especially if you're like trauma bonded and indebted to like a certain person that helped you get through, like Ciara and Sabrina, for example, this crazy time with Amanda and Wes and like whatever, like I can see how you're magnifying everything that she does. I just think it's like it's a little weird, but
it is. She came in hot with the flattery. Like, I'm pretty sure she was like bowing down, like air bowing down when she met Ciara the first time. And it was like, I think she's just someone who's blowing smoke up everyone's ass. And because they're all insecure, they're like, oh, okay, I like this person. They make me feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, but I need her to come back. Ben, I don't know. I don't think he really added to the show. I think he was a douche. I also think if you're married on the show or in a relationship, I don't want to see it. Again, let's go back.
Summer House should be hooking up and partying.
Hooking up and fucking, a new cast every week, like every season, and it's new people every weekend. I don't want to see you guys. I don't know.
At this point, the OGs can come by for weekends like a landlord, where they come in for parties. And then maybe they hang out for drama one weekend like a guest star, but I really do think it should just be fresh blood.
Yeah, I think it's do you think that this is the end of Summer House, or do you think it's salvageable?
I think that they need to make a big change, and if they have to take time to do it, then do it. Like, they've taken so much time from Winter House, and I really think we all clearly want Winter House back. But like, the thing we liked about Winter House is every Winter House, it was pretty much different except for like two staple people, like Kyle and whoever, you know. So
Yeah.
I feel like the idea of Summer House that we're pitching is what will be more successful, but especially now that the city's forming. But I also feel like, what are they going to do with Jesse and West and Ciara? And, you know, there are people on there that now have like fan bases that are wanting to see them on something. And I know Ciara is going to be kind of part of the city. Is she part of the city? I don't
No, she said, well, actually she might. Oh yeah, she was with Wes and Amanda on that spooky episode, and Amanda holding their hands and being like, you know, my favorite, my two best friends, and it just was like really bizarre.
Yeah.
More of like which again, I don't know why Ciara and Paige and Hannah aren't fucking on the city.
They can't afford it. The tea is that they're trying to put together a show that follows the Paige, Hannah, Ciara, and Maya.
Oh, God, Mia,
who we love. And and then what's the other and following them, but it's like Sex in the City. But apparently it's so expensive to make that it hasn't gotten greenlit yet, because they're just these people are very expensive now to get access to.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, maybe not Mia, but Mia knows Rihanna. You know, oh my God, wait, Rihanna needs to executive produce it. Like, come on, girl.
Come on. But yeah, they want to make it like a friendship, not a drama-based show, and that's the rumor. But I don't know. It hasn't been greenlit or anything yet. It's just like something that they've been trying to find the budget for.
Well, yeah, and historically, I guess Bravo's like the poorest network, which is so crazy to me. But I don't know. They need to bring in outside investors and shit, like Rihanna or like somebody, because that's what I want to see. I'm really sick of, and I said it at the beginning of this season, and I'll say it again for every other fucking show. I'm just so sick of people fighting. And also, can I bring up Rory for a second? Real Housewives of Rhode Island, babe.
Okay, really quick.
Huh?
Really quick. Bring up Rory.
I don't care about like your relationship. Like, if you want to bury your head in the sand and your husband cheats, why the fuck do I care?
It's true. It's silly. And okay, so wait, back to the reunion.
Sorry.
Amanda storms off, and it was this whole crabobble. Amanda finds time during a segment where Ciara's talking about the Black experience and what her experience was like on the show, and that moment that she had this season where she opened up about it. And Amanda found a way to make it about her, rolled her eyes, licked her gums, teared up, and stormed off. And then everyone was like, West, why don't you go and get your girl? Why don't you go and get your girl, West? Like, Kyle said it, Lindsay said it. And then Ciara was saying, everyone was trying to heckle him to go. And then Lindsay was like, you know, I've been on this couch taking it for years, and I've never stormed off like that. I've never left like that. And then so West is then like, it was one moment of combatment that I saw from him, and I was like, this reunion would be so much more interesting if him and Amanda showed up with their gears shifted to take the title, take it from Kyle and
like,
Lindsay.
Be hand in hand combative. And then remember when on this last one, Andy or somebody or Ciara, somebody said that Jesse said he thinks that Wes is gonna come in combative, and Wes was like, me? No, I'm just here to like listen.
And then Jesse was like, I said I thought he would.
Yeah.
That was Ciara. But then he goes, true, but like, the one sign of combatment, he's like, why? So when I leave, he was like, why? So when I leave, you guys can talk shit about me leaving too, and both of us walking off. And I was like, there we go. There we go, West. I just want to hear West and Amanda be honest about how much they hate a lot of these motherfuckers, instead of pretending it's all kumbaya, because I think behind closed doors, they're smoking up and they're literally bitching about how much they hate half of this cast.
So true. And the correct word would be token up.
Whatever. Smoking token.
No, I'm
joking. What's that song? I'm a joker. I'm a toker. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like
No, you're so right. Like they have like a voodoo doll, and maybe that's why they came in. Wait, you're so
because
right.
Amanda's
Isn't
so
that
angry.
months?
She's and
No,
I and it's justified. Kyle's driven her nuts.
yeah,
And it's like, they've been miserable so long and she resents him up the ass.
yeah.
Like if
They've
she
had
wanted to nuke
months.
the Summer House show and do all of this, it makes total sense, but like come in with the energy. Like give us that.
They have had months to ruminate over I mean Amanda and Kyle years, right? But I mean in terms of like fuck the house. And when you get around, I mean Misery does love company, and when you get around, and like Wes is probably like, dude, I can't believe she said that. Like I'm not racist, and now I'm getting like death threats, and like she's like, me too. Like
And I can't fuck black chicks.
I just right.
The West.
It's crazy. Like I just think you're so right. And they're probably fucking smoking, watching Netflix, having the munchies, and ruminating over like how just when you get going, even when people who are like really introverted and like don't really express themselves, once you get, I mean, at least I tend to bring that out in people. Once you tend to get going, they're really like, wow, holy shit. Like, yeah, I do feel like this, it's like you kind of fucking open Pandora's box. Like, oh my God, I'm like stunned in real time. Like I'm processing this in real time because I think you fucking nailed it right there.
Yeah, I think they're full of resentment and they're miserable and they're pissed. And it's like, they're like, yes, so what if we're horny and we hooked up? We don't have to put a label on it because they're both trying to be like, Amanda she is cool girl. Like when I think of Gone Girl and like that movie and like the essence of it, like that's Amanda's typecast. And she's trying to be so cool girl that it's going to be like her ultimate downfall. And so I think of they both have so much resentment for people that are so highly regarded in the Bravoverse on these shows that I think that's what like brought them together. And then Amanda must have some kind of thing with, obviously she's male centered, but like she must have some kind of thing going on where she values a man sticking up for her more, maybe because Kyle had never done it and she yearned for it so badly. But like that's when West did it like 2 times, all of a sudden she was like attracted to West. Like it's all it took, even though Ciara's been doing it for years.
Yeah, that's gotta come from like childhood though, or something. I don't know her dynamic.
Got to, or it's from from Kyle. It's lack of support from Kyle.
He picked Kyle for a reason, right? Like anybody who had self-esteem would know, hey, you're not sticking up for me, I've got to go. Like I don't.
But over the years, the things that Amanda said she loved Kyle for was like that I can remember I can recall is like she's talked about how everyone loves Kyle. When he walks in the room, everyone loves to see him and lights up and is excited. And so I feel like that mixed with him being a fire sign and being like self-assured, controlling, and like trying to execute a plan and like and maybe not knowing when to back out of it. Like maybe he has a problem like cashing out, but I think those are the things that initially attracted Amanda to him. That and then the idea of the show and all that stuff too. Like
she's a fire sign too. She's actually a double Leo, a Leo sun and rising, which I find very interesting because she is really weak and weak. But Kyle isn't a Leo sun, Aquarius moon, Taurus rising. So Taurus are also, I mean, those 3 signs right there are very much like in charge, like man of the house, not in like a mean way, but and Taurus, sorry, no shade to Taurus, but they do have, addiction issues. So it does make sense that Kyle gets drunk and like anger issues a little bit and like, pops off and then he's like up at 6 a.m. working like nothing happened. But I do find it interesting that Amanda has a Capricorn moon, which that isn't surprising with the way that she expresses her emotions. It's very Capricorn moon like and whatever. But yeah, having like a double Leo is very weird to me because she is very meek and maybe she never really found her footing. Well, she said, she's like, I've never lived alone. Babe, you're about to be 35 in August. Like, you've never lived alone. Like, you're just stunted. And she, like, met Kyle, was his booty call in her early 20s, and just, I think, latched on to him as a father figure, as an older whatever, and then outgrew him when she kind of knew who she was, ? And then now she like, you know, is like, I just didn't like going out with Kyle. Babe, you didn't like your husband and that's okay. And you should have recognized that a whole lot sooner.
Well, I just wanted to hear her say it. I wanted her to articulate how much she fucking resented him. And I wanted her just to say it all because I know she's thinking it. I know when they're asking her that question, she's thinking it, and then she's taking the less entertaining option of just being like, yeah, and they kept pushing her just to do it and say it and give us that moment. And then she finally goes, I just didn't like going out with Kyle. And then of course Kyle emotionally reacts to that because he's like, he sees his parents go out and party, they travel together and party, they're the two of them together, live this life that I think he really aspires to live. So hearing that someone doesn't like to go out and party with him, like, emotionally affects him. And it made me think of Carl's book. I just started Carl's book.
Okay.
And the first prologue is all about how Carl struggled so much with the fact that when he was sober, people thought he was boring. And that he just was not happy, and he was so deeply insecure with people thinking he's not fun and entertaining. And that's why he would always drink or use substance or combination of, because he wanted people to like him. And it made me think of that when Kyle had that reaction to someone saying they didn't like to party with him. And that hurt him. Of all the things that she is like, that's been said so far, this was the first real breaking point for Kyle. Was interesting.
I agree with you. I also think that Kyle values, it's not that he values partying. I think he values curating a vibe, networking, making people have fun. Like, because that's very me in that way. If I were to throw a party or be like this quote party person, or, you know, hello, he started Summer House. Okay. So it's like he has some sort of obligation even personally to uphold to himself, like, oh my god, you don't think I'm like this fun party king? I'm not saying we have to be naked shaking our ass in like a bubble party, but like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I do I also like to host. I totally get it, but I also think that, like, I don't know, if I was Kyle, seeing at least everything I've seen, I'd be like, fuck you, that's like not the reason. Like, that's not it.
I agree, but I think because Kyle, again, what you said too about his parents, and he wants that so badly, and to finally have Amanda say, like probably validate what he had felt for a lot of years, that like, yeah, I just don't like going out with Kyle, and she finally said it at the reunion in front of all their friends on national TV. So it's like a double whammy. It's like, okay, my personal thing that I value, which is like bringing people together and like curating a vibe. And like, it's not just about like drinking and partying and doing drugs or whatever. It's like curating a vibe and making people feel really happy. And then my own wife doesn't like what I'm doing. It's like if you're a florist and like somebody, you know, oh, I hate this bouquet that you gave me. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know, or they smash it or something. It's just kind of like, wow, this is kind of my identity. So, and you're like attacking my identity as a person, like something that I value, which I don't think that we should have identity in work and like whatever. Okay, but this is not a deep podcast. Sorry, moving on. But I agree with you. I think it's twofold. The Carl thing, I think people just need to realize that the world is inherently sick, and they inherently want to see you do bad, and extremely jealous of when you're doing good and you're healthy and you're sober and you have kids and you're in a happy marriage and you got a little McMansion and you're doing a bit. Like, people inherently want to see you not grow, even though they say they do. Look at like fucking Karen Huger getting a standing ovation at BravoCon, and people, babe, she had her 4th DUI and could have killed somebody. Like, what's going on?
Like, literally.
And I just think the Bravo, you know, I love this community, but the Bravo audience sometimes can be really backwards toxic, and they just want to see you down. So
they have to have a hero, you have to have a villain.
Yeah.
And that's what it all comes down to with these shows. And so that's why it's like, look at the Valley right now. You could have had the hero edit the previous season, and now they're going to give you the shit villain, the shit stick.
Because I was like,
so that everyone
anniversary with Danny. I don't know.
What'd you say?
I said it's crazy, by the way, because I was like, was I on the wrong side of history with Danny? Like, I just don't remember him being like creepy and weird and drunk like the first.
Well, they didn't show us that. I was
Right.
on the same side. I was like, he has 4 toddlers and like babies. I'm like, if he gets too drunk, I'm not surprised. Like,
yeah.
and like, even if he made a bad joke, like bring beer daddy or something and slap someone on the butt, I could even, maybe I played sports for too long where I think butt slapping is more normal.
Yeah.
But like, I can understand. I understand that unconsented is a violation. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, the edit that they gave us last season, Nia was in my top, like, they're all up there, and now they're flipping the script so that it's not so polarized and one-sided. Like, the show is gonna fail if they gave us another season where one side is still favorable and the other side is still the same. Like, it just wouldn't be entertaining. So that's why it looks the way it looks. And ultimately, these things are happening on camera, so they have the material to edit together. But I want to talk about when Amanda finally comes back after West goes to get her, after Kyle goes to get her, almost goes to get her. She comes back, and then it's literally like, welcome back. Okay, so Dara's here, and we already talked about how Dara read West for filth. But Andy then prompts Dara. Dara was just sharing perspective, knowing West like before, during, and after everything, coming in as West's friend. What do you think about all of this? And she warns Amanda. And I was like, damn, Amanda just sat down. And she warns Amanda and says that West wants people to like him, and he wants the audience to like him, and he wants people that will mold and fold into his life without any excuse or complaint, and then it's always going to be the West show. And then everyone starts making comparisons to like West being the new Kyle, and then Kyle even goes, yeah, but on steroids. He parties harder than me, and he does that, which I think insinuates all the drug use.
Yeah,
he's like, he parties harder than me, and he's on steroids.
Too much.
What?
West is like sweating too much. Wait, you think he's on steroids?
That's what Kyle said about West. He said he was on steroids. He's like, yeah, on steroids. I don't know if that means jacked up on coke or if that means he does steroids. But he doesn't give the skin or the shoulder. Like, I think I can tell when people are on steroids based on their shoulders, if they have their shirt off and stuff. But anyway, so I thought that was a really good read from Dara, and I was like, okay, Dara, like, that's what made me wish that we got a different edit of Dara throughout the season, and she came on as like West's party friend. Maybe he flirted with Dara a little bit, and we're all like, wait, why is he flirting with her? Like, Ciara, whatever they wanted to do.
How about Levi just getting edited out of the season? That sucks.
How sad was it when Andy was like, okay, well, thanks, Levi. Thanks for coming. After Amanda storms off and they take a break.
Like, she's like, oops. And
I really liked her. I think that she should have been the new blood, like part of the new blood, and they should have just been partying and having a good time. I think the OG reputation ruins the party vibe.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like the first couple of episodes of before all this broke, like the first couple of episodes of Summer House, like I felt like I was watching 2 different shows at the same time. Like I thought, like, especially when this is seared into my brain. I don't know if this is the premiere or the second episode, but like when they're sitting at the table in the house and they're doing a family dinner and they're all getting to know each other. Meanwhile, they're supposed to be friends, whatever. And, Bailey tells her, I was about to say super salad. What is it? Her sweet green story.
Sweet green story.
Rip super salad. Like I fucking love that place. And sweet tomato. But anyways, she's telling her sweet green story and like, and then it's giving like, and then Amanda's like, yeah, we hate each other. We're married. We hate each other. Like, whatever. Like, it's just so obvious. I don't think she said that, but it's so obvious that that's like, she's like, let me fill you in. Kyle cheated on me in 2009. And like, you know what I mean? And I'm stuck with him. Like, I just don't want to hear that. Like, go away. And when Amanda wasn't even at that, when she stayed back in the city and like wasn't there that weekend in Westville, WW, best weekend of my life, WW. And it was a good fucking weekend, actually. That was a great episode. I have not seen Kyle smile so hard.
Yeah, it was good. It was great. I loved that weekend. That was a good episode. I also, okay, wait. Let's talk about Jesse's stupid song. I don't want to talk about his tour. I don't want to talk about, who do you think Jesse wrote that song for?
Which
I
one?
think it was about Ciara.
I guess I'll start that one.
I guess I'll start falling in love. Yeah, whatever. Just being me.
I don't know the lyrics, actually. Should I look them up?
Yeah, look him up. I think, okay, so he hesitated when Andy asked, did you write that song for Ciara? He was like, no. And then he's like, did you write that song about West and Amanda? And he was like, no. And then Ciara was like, they can use it at their wedding, though. I think Jesse wrote it about Ciara and then was hoping to like make a move and move in and start dating Ciara this season, because I think Wes and Jesse started together. I think they do have a similar outlook and strategy frame point, while they might approach it differently. And I think he would have eventually, if they were dating, and he would have probably revealed that that song was about him falling for Ciara, because he didn't say the inspiration source. He just said, no.
Yeah, I think that's cute. I mean, is it stupid? It's just, again, it's giving Luann.
It's not stupid, but own
like,
it. But own it. Like, sorry, I'm Lisa Rinna now. Just own it. Be real. Be like, yeah, actually, I did write it about Ciara, and get yourself a headline.
Yeah,
get yourself some clickbait.
Like, inspired by her, you know. I mean, it could have been. I guess I haven't listened to it all the way through, if I'm being quite honest with you. So
it's okay. I haven't either. I've heard half of it. But here's the thing. It's just like, it's the same with what happens if I made, since you're feeling her, Wes, what if I made out with Ciara? And then he makes a face and he goes, as a joke. It's like, I've never seen such a tall, large, supposed to be man be such a coward. And why can't he just be like, hell yeah, I want to make out with her. She's literally one of the hottest people ever.
But he's all air. I don't think Jesse, I think Carl's all air too.
I just hate it. I just want to beat him up. I'd be like, yeah, you're too soft. Time to beat you up.
I don't hate Jesse. Like I
do.
Really?
His dinosaur smile haunts my dreams.
I think he's playing a character, and I think him and Wes probably were like, you know, having like a come to Jesus moment and being like, oh, this is who I'm gonna play, the womanizer, and then Jesse's like, I'll be the best friend, you know what I mean? And I think Jesse has secured his spot next season, and I think Jesse played it and correct, and Wes fumbled, and I also think that I like really did get choked up. Like I do think Jesse has a lot of depth, especially like going through cancer and stuff, and I agree, shared some things. I just don't think that Summer House is the place to be like, let's talk about our feelings. I don't want to hear it as an audience member. I want to hear you. I want you guys to party. You know what I mean? And I get it, and that might be toxic of me, but like I think Jesse is playing it right. And I also think, like, I felt so bad when he was, like, crying so hard about how his best friend, like, you know, off screen or whatever, hooked up with his ex and, like, basically did the same thing that was. So he also kind of got it double whammied between Wes, Amanda, and Ciara and Kyle. And then
his own personal life.
So that sucks, you know?
No, it does suck. I just feel like, though, if Summer, because I really believe the OG ethos of Summer House being like this work hard, play hard lifestyle, it embodying like that New York attitude, not even like you having to drink, but like at least be able to go pick up and talk to people of the opposite sex, pull people in, let's meet more faces, let's have a good time. And I just don't think Jesse's ever been able to do that. I think he was a dweeb when he came on the show. And I think they were looking for a Carl 2.0. And they kind of found it. Like, he definitely fit more into a sidekick role naturally. But I think he sees that Carl did that. And Carl has a hard time, even this season, telling Kyle how he really feels and standing up to Kyle in a way. And I think that Jesse's like, well, I'm not that. And now Jesse's having like kind of an identity crisis where he's figuring out who he really is on this show. And I think he thought he knew who he was on the show. And then this season, he saw the Carl and Kyle drama and like how their relationship works and how Carl's like a backseat and how a lot of people compare him to Carl. But also now West had this whole other life that he didn't invite Jesse to or clue Jesse in on, which I believe. I didn't believe Tom Schwartz. I know we compare the two a lot.
Yeah,
I know Tom Schwartz has known pretty much the whole fucking time that Sandoval and Raquel were together. I don't think Jesse had any clue because Kyle would keep him, West would keep him in the dark. But now I think Jesse's going to have this whole identity crisis, and I think it'll just make him a more boring person next season. I don't think he should. He's a great guy. Maybe we find a spot for him somewhere else, or maybe, you know, if you like him, you can just follow him online, because I don't think Summer House is the place for Jesse. I'm sorry, Jesse. Don't cry. Don't cry, Jesse. I'm sorry.
But that is why I'm kind of glad that he's doing his tour and stuff. Like, again, Luann de Lesseps, like, life is a cabaret. You know what I mean?
But Luann picks up. Luann's so multidimensional and fascinating and interesting and international. Jesse's got none of that.
It's very true. But Jesse isn't 50, you know? So, no.
Yeah, okay, well, that's a good point.
I guess I just mean, like, I think it's also crazy that you're right. He does get compared to Carl, and then like West and Kyle are like similar height.
They are.
Hair, like
they are. Yeah. They're the same people.
No, I know, but
they're literally the same. Especially West and Kyle. My God,
I know
they are the same.
I like Jesse. You know my stance on Carl. I will say the last 2 episodes and all of their reunion made me pick my eyebrows up a little bit at Carl, though. I was like, okay, thank you for finally fucking saying something, you know?
The thing with Lindsay meant a lot to me, and I think myself, Lindsay, and Lindsay Hubbard needed to hear that, really, because for him to finally admit that she didn't deserve that, and that wasn't the way to go about, like, problems in their engagement. Like, thank you, Carl. Finally, you figured it out at fucking 45. It was horrible. And I had a really hard time this season jumping on board with all the Bravoholics that were like, oh, Carl's so great now. He's healed, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he's not fucking healed. He's still the guy that called the producing team in and then gaslit Lindsay the whole time and was like, oh, I'm not breaking up with you, even though he literally called the team in to break up with her. Like, it was... And what about... I'll never forget it.
And what about him having her on her podcast and then like everybody losing their shit over the photo, being like, I ship. Do you guys have amnesia?
They do. And
that's what I mean by the toxic Bravo fan base. Like, all of a sudden out of the woodworks, like all these,
we just want the best for people. I think I'm going to see it positively. And these Bravoholics just want the best. And they're just like forgetting how bad it was. How could you forget, you guys?
I guess, and people are like, growth, but growth doesn't mean go fucking backwards.
I know.
I know. I don't know. Yeah. Anywho, I like them as friends for sure, but like people are like, they're in game. Huh?
Here's the thing. Here's something I want to talk about.
Please.
Andy and West have a friendship in New York. They've gone to concerts together. They've been seen in the Hamptons together or getting brunch together in New York. I don't think it's like a close friendship. It's not like John Mayer, but they definitely have been photographed not shooting something together. And I wonder, I think that really helped West with pitching and securing this like Missouri summer house show that they're supposed to be filming at the end of this summer.
Well, now it's not going. The Ozark?
It's not going?
I don't think so. I think I heard something because no one wants West. So like,
what? I want to see the Rednecks party. Let's be real. I want to see where he comes from. I want to see his trashy friends from high school. And I want to hear about his murderous cousin. Why?
Oh my God. Wait, can we talk about that? Because
why is there no show? I really actually think that this was a great transition for West.
Yeah,
get him. He doesn't need to be in Summer House. Let's get only fresh blood in Summer House every season. It'll be a revolving door of new people. And let's send Wes out back to Missouri and let's film that.
But I think he might have ruined it. I don't know. I saw the other day, like a couple weeks ago, that it got pulled.
No.
It could have been a rumor. I don't know. 2 things. I love that Kyle referenced internet sleuths. Like, babe, you're in Dumois' DMs, and I love it. 2, I really needed to fucking hear about Wes' murderous cousin. Huh? What's going on with that, babe? And that was the day before, by the way, which I do have a little bit of empathy for that. Like, I don't know if he knew, like, filming the reunion that his cousin had just like murdered their grandmother, but like I need more information. And I know that has like nothing to do with Wes, really. Like, I don't think Wes is a murderer, but it's like giving
know, it's giving true crime Bravoholic mashup, and I need it.
God.
And I'm really, if this Missouri show is nixed, if the Ozark show is nixed, I'm going to actually be pissed, because if you guys bitched and ruined it for me, I am going to be angry. I just think that, like, there was a Real World season that was in the middle of nowhere, and it was really fun to watch them partying. And like the Ozarks is all about like river floats and getting shit like I want redneck shit face behavior. I want to see where West comes from and understand how toxic his upbringing has been with his crazy friends. I want to meet the one friend that like blew his fingers off with a stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
I want to see the one guy that can drink like 240s duct taped to his hands.
Right.
I want to see the one guy that's married his second cousin. Like that's what I want. You're not going to get it show,
because the rumored Bravo spinoff Summer House Ozarks was reportedly canceled before officially making it to air, while there was significant buzz about the potential series potentially starring West Wilson. Quote, talks for the show have stopped, and the network appears to have shelved the project.
Okay, everybody, get your emailing fingers out and email Bravo now.
Email Bravo PR. Ask Amanda for the email.
One of my favorite moments in the reunion, though, was the Watch What Crappens after party reference.
That was fucking funny.
Bravoholics, you know I talk about Watch What Crappens all the time. It's one of my favorite Bravo pods. I'm sure it's one of yours too. Here's the thing. This party that Amanda keeps referencing, that he fell asleep at a fan's house till 6:30 in the morning. Wait, it was a Watch What Crappens after party and there was like 15 fans or more there? Like, come on. That's not a fan's house. That's an entirely different thing.
That's also
an
like
entirely different thing.
Like approved podcast. You know what I mean?
It's what?
Like it's like a Bravo approved podcast. So like
at this point, they've been doing it for like 10 years. Yeah, it's incredible.
Like, they presented at BravoCon. Like there's like some of these quote like Bravo approved podcasts that like people can go on and like whatever, and you know like
they get footage early.
Yeah, or like two T's. Well, just like that certain Bravo lebs, like they can't go on every like Tom, Dick, and Harry's podcast, aka mine. You know what I mean? So it's like one of the like approved. So it's like they're kind of like Bravo adjacent. They're on, I would assume, on the payroll at some expense. Whether that's like, yeah, you said footage early, you know, knowing or like presenting at BravoCon. You know, Danny Pellegrino, same thing. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, Las Culturistas.
Right. So it's like, hello?
I think it's scale. I think it's just scale.
Well, I think it's like, look, we've seen the work that you've done. We want to like partner with you in some way. I don't think they're on Bravo's payroll, but they're like a Bravo partner, if that makes sense. That's just my
it makes
opinion.
sense.
I don't know.
But anyway, it was great to hear Watch What Crappens make it and not be just like a clip from a pod. Like it's part of the drama.
Yeah.
And I also think that it kind of took that. I feel like that's not a valid example of Kyle like skirting responsibility or something. That still sounds like it aligns with him working. Like he was at a Watch What Crappens after party.
Mind you, 2 gays. So it's like, what's going
on? Right. I don't know, but it was exciting, and I know that they were excited about it. They talked about it on their podcast.
That was cute.
And so I was like, yeah, like I felt like I won, you know? Yeah. I feel like it was a victory for me. Yeah. So I gagged and I wanted to highlight it. The leading into we're like in the third part of the reunion, Kyle starts really laying this foundation. He's got a plan that to call out West as a fraud and a phony, and he does it. And we saw in a commercial break that they were like talking about the notes from West's like girlfriend of 2 years. And he gets West to admit that he lies to these women and makes them think they're exclusive. And that was so major for me to hear on the show, this reunion. That was the biggest takeaway for me on this reunion, was that Kyle got West to say like, yeah, I lied to women and tell them we're exclusive. And I literally wanted to be like, cut to Amanda. Like, Amanda, how does that make you feel to hear? Like, I wanted Andy to literally stop talking. Amanda, does that make you feel more secure here? Like, what makes you think you're different from all these other people?
And he also said it and like shrugged. He's like, yeah, I like lied to a zillion women. Like, so what? Like,
I know. It was so bad. And then they're debating the emotional versus the physical affair. Brianna Chicken Fry comes into the conversation. I just hate when anyone from like that Barstool world comes into Bravo. I'm just like, no, ew, stay away. But you are not welcome here.
Brianna Chicken Fry and Dave Portnoy is a crucial part to the story. And I will say, I put it on my bingo card for my watch parties. Just out of shits and gigs, I'm like, no way they're gonna mention fucking Barstool, Brianna Chicken Fry, Dave dude, they mentioned both, and I like freaked out. I'm sure
you're like,
were like,
everyone's gonna win bingo.
Yeah. But, I think it was such a crucial part of the story, and I think what Bailey said was correct. She's like that. She said, I think the Super Bowl is really incriminating, and her and Mia having the side conversation about it being on February 3rd, and I don't know, dude. I think they're still lying. I think we're never gonna. I saw something today that we're never gonna get the full story until they break up and Amanda like comes to realize. And it's like, who's gonna crack first? Obviously, she's gonna be the whistleblower, and be like, "Sorry, I was like under his spell. You know, West Wilson's spell."
Yeah, she's literally gonna do that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about. I went to Soft Bar 2 weeks ago. I was in New York City. And I went out to Brooklyn, and my whole thing watching Soft Bar open and stuff, I was like, God, this location isn't like really convenient for Bravoholics that are like visiting the city. It's like an expedition. You have to get to Greenpoint, but I did it. And I wanted to like recount what that experience was like. So I went for a watch party. So it was a Tuesday because it was summer house night. And I took the train out to Greenpoint. I did stop at a rooftop restaurant and bar to have dinner beforehand because I didn't know what the situation was going to be like at the viewing party. So if you were to go do something like that, I would look it up. I think it was called like the like lighthouse tower or something. It was beautiful, and the drinks were really good, and the photos were incredible, especially at golden hour. But then I walked over to Soft Bar, which is in the warehousing area. It was about a 12-minute walk from where I was then. So I think when you get off the subway, it's about a 15-minute walk or 18-minute walk, which is a kind of a trek from a subway station. It's definitely like what I'd call a local spot. And so when I got to Soft Bar, everyone there was really nice. It was kind of dead before the viewing party. And then right before the episode started, I'd say like 35 to 40 women came in. And it was like everyone was there for the viewing party.
Mind you, people have to work in New York. Come on.
I know, but I arrived at like 6:30.
Yeah.
And New York is very 9 to 5, and they're very happy hour focused. So I thought walking in, like it was going to be like people dibbed spots. There were some people sitting, I'd say like 12 people already there getting their spots, but the rest all walked in later. It is a totally non-alc bar. So I ordered a non-alc cocktail. It was mid, I'll be real. I mean, but I'm in LA and I have a fair variety of mocktail options at really high-end bars here. So I think it was kind of mid. The design, beautiful. The place was so modern and so pretty. The people there were fairly nice. And I was shocked that no food was available. I thought that was the biggest miss for me, was like, have the fryer going and just give these women French fries, and you could be charging $12 for a basket of fries. Like, you could be making more money here if you just had the fryer going.
I know they don't do case.
Yeah, but they were like, there's no chef. Like, sorry, we don't have any food. And I'm like, that's a missed opportunity. Investors, Jesse, are you listening? Call him and ask Carl why he's not having food.
Well, remember,
crazy.
He wasn't even gonna have the coffee and the extra room for people to have their like meetings or whatever, and it was just gonna be mocktails. And then we all kind of wreaked havoc, like, couple like a year ago, which stuff, which I think was extremely smart on his end to take that feedback, because I have to tell you, I'm not going for a mocktail, babe. I'll just get a soda.
That's why I went to dinner before, and I got my drinks and my food in.
Yeah.
But like, this is the thing, is like, he could have made an extra $50 off of me walking in that door, even if it was, like organic wine and some French fries. But anyway, so that was my biggest like note. The people hosting the viewing party were really nice. They had like kind of like a Hannah Berner wannabe hosting it, and she told like one joke and then was like, well, that was my joke, so And then they played the episode and everyone was like interacting and it was really fun. They also had bingo. And if you won bingo, you got to do a shot ski. And I thought it was really cute because there were non-alc shots on the shot ski. And the shot ski, so like Watch What Happens Live and Bravo coded. I thought it was a really nice pairing. So that was really cute. And they also weren't like limiting people to like, let me see your bingo card. Like you could have just been like, bingo, I win. And then they would have let you do like the beetroot shot ski. Because it was like a beetroot juice kind of thing. It was good though because I like beets, but if you hated beets, you would have not for you.
It's like, you know, when people have that like cilantro gene or whatever, like beets taste like dirt to me in any regard.
They do taste like dirt. No, that's the thing. They do taste like they are dirty.
I don't love it. Like it's just like really.
That's fair.
Anyways, but I mean. I guess, I mean, I force myself to drink beet juice, like when it's like mixed in stuff. But yeah, I don't like that dirt flavor. Like and I don't, even when they're not juice, like when they're in the salad, I'm like, no fucking beets, please, you know?
But here's the thing. Here's the one thing I'll say to finish it up. I know that Carl was on Watch What Happens Live that day when I was there, so he couldn't be there. But I think the difference between like the LA Tom Tom experience of a watch party or Vanderpump watch party versus like this New York soft bar is that like you could have had even like a Summer House cast member from season 3 pay them $300 to come through for the fans, and you're gonna triple the fans that are in the venue. Like it could have went from 50 to 100 if you had someone showing up and being like, hey, taking some pictures and then going back to the green room. So I just think that there's room for growth. Yeah. And I really liked the venue and I think it's worth the trip to go out, but I would say plan some really cool food before and after. There's some really great spots in Greenpoint and I would just like make the time to go and do that stuff and get a stiffer drink before you go to soft bar.
But then that sucks because then you're like buzzed and you can't like get another refill. It's like you're stuck there for like an hour, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I would just get coffee to be. Who wants a mocktail of espresso martini? Oh, that gas. That's
what a tease.
Nasty to me. What'd you say?
So what a tease.
Yeah, and I'm just like, ew, like I would rather just get a coffee, but that's just me. And maybe I don't know. I'm not too into the mocktail space. I don't really drink. I really should be more into the mocktail. I'm not into like sugar. Like I just am like a water with lemon girly. You know what I mean?
They're not all sugary, babe, but it's okay. No, like when you come to LA, maybe I'll give you one mocktail. Okay.
Wait, do you drink?
One. I do, but I'm not a big drinker.
Yeah.
So like, same. I'm more of a I smoke a lot of pot. I'm more of a pot smoker.
Oh, me correcting earlier.
And lately, honestly, I haven't even been smoking a lot of pot because I've been doing like this microdosing mushroom treatment for some anxiety and some PTSD from this dog attack thing. But
oh god,
I like the vibe of going out with people. I'm an extrovert, so I get more off of the socializing element than I do a cocktail. I'm already same. So I could, if I'm holding a really good mocktail with a salt rim, I'm not gonna really miss the alcohol. You know?
Right.
But I can understand. Everyone has a different outlook on it and what it brings. But I'm just saying that like here in LA, so many people don't drink that now there's like a serious mocktail culture, and if you don't have a good selection of options on your menu, like people aren't going to come. So most places here now of a certain quality do have like intentional mocktails.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, with like natural fruit juice but not sweetened. We also have savory, spicy, all sorts of stuff. Let's get back to finishing up this reunion instead of mocktail talk. The one thing that I thought was really interesting that Lindsay really accentuated and brought home at the end of the part 3 of the reunion was how West at no point during this long ass day has ever articulated like that Amanda is worth all of this.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of just like sweeping things under the rug. And she's like, aren't you going to just say that Amanda's worth it? Like, we want to hear that you think Amanda's worth it. And he still doesn't say it. I just don't know how. And it's not surprising that Amanda can't watch the show back. Like, she's
embarrassed. And I think it's a mixture of levels for her with seeing Kyle treat her a certain way and then also knowing what she did to Ciara. I think it's a tough watch. And
yeah,
I mean, I just think as soon as the shit, people are giving it a year. I think as soon as the shit blows over, Wes is outie.
They were just in Italy.
Yeah.
And they had Demois posting this picture of her like spitting something in his mouth. Yeah. And I was like, isn't she's friends with the Demois girl, isn't she? Doesn't she run the same social group as that girl?
That's where I think, the Kyle thing, I don't know. That's where I think, that's what I've heard. I don't know. But I just think as soon as this shit blows over, I think they're going to break up. I mean, West has only been faithful to her for 2 months, like a little bit past when they put out the statement is what he said.
Yeah, and they have to, and they're traveling together a bunch. So it's like he's not even in a place where he's being really baited by like Bravo fans out in the wild to hook up with him, you know?
Yeah.
Because we all know that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Bravo fans that are like, hi, West. And they're going to be like looking to hook up with West. Like that's where all these people come from.
But I don't think so. I talked about this, I think on like my episode or something. I don't know. I've been yapping my ass off. I've talked about this. I actually don't think that he hooks up with fans because they don't offer him anything. I think his sole purpose is to hook up.
Status.
I think Lindsay is correct. And he only wants to hook up with people of status and who can get him a job or get him clout or whatever. Because I've been in his DMs. He's never fucking opened them. He liked like one of my stories one time when I like tagged him when I was in New York. But like he's not interested. He wasn't interested in fucking fucking the fans. But fucking like he wasn't interested in any of the fans at BravoCon. He was solely interested in only the Bravo Lebs. Like I just vividly remember Glonessa from Shaws of Sunset. Like he was such a dick to like the regular fans. I just remember him and Amanda's energy both. This is before I even had an inkling as to what's going on. I was like, ew, they have bad energy. And
interesting,
he truly like did not give a fuck and was like walking through the crowd like he was a fucking NBA player walking through the tunnel, like
with the towel on his head, like head low,
and, like, just and like, oh my god, what? Like no, and like no, please. I do not think, because I was thinking about that. I was like, oh my god. Not only is he fucking Bravo Lebs, like he's making his rounds there, he's fucking fans, and I'm like, no, he's not fucking fans. Hell
you don't think he's fucking fans in the city on like a Tuesday?
No,
like I think he's
sure
seeing women every day of the week.
I think that he fucks fans or people like Mija. She's a designer. Like he's not fucking me,
but she's
a real estate agent and a podcaster. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Not yet. He hasn't gotten there yet, but he will.
Yet.
Once he starts doing the hometown tours like the Vanderpump men are doing, where they're going to like Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Well, I was gonna say,
that's how you know.
Now I think that he's gonna have to. That's his demographic. I don't think any of the Bravo Lebs, but I don't know. It's like, are people... Harry Dubin still gets around. It's like, are people gonna get self-esteem?
There'll always be someone who's gonna think that like even West's level of clout, that's gonna be literally another person looking for clout that's gonna jump on him. Like I could see someone from Vanderpump Villa going to hook up with West.
Oh my god.
I could see
Jessie. By the way, she blocked me. And I'm so over
Jessie blocked you?
Yeah.
Why? Because
no,
she's jealous.
No,
she's jealous because you and her man have an Instagram connection.
right.
I remember from last episode when you talked about it.
Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Actually, me, I really haven't like reached out to him because I'm just like, ew. Like I really liked you guys better together as a concept. Like, what are we doing here? Anyway, she blocked me because, she does her, like, social media stuff. I'm like, I guess she's a social media star. Like, she is. But anyway, she was doing some fucking content for her hair extensions or her hair school or whatever. And it was, like, Marciano and then, like, a class full of men. There was not one woman in sight. And she was dressed like a little corn star. And I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, I remember.
And like within the Elle Woods, like, all in favor of switching back to Charmin. Say I, like that audio. And it's like, I object. Like, you know, that whole, her Harvard admission. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you're literally marketing to girls and gays. Like, who's interested in this? And how is this selling hair? Like, I wasn't rude. And by the way,
hair extensions. Yeah,
I reposted it on my personal story. And that bitch is too chronically online because she found it. And she like saw it, like, you know, when you reshare something and it tells you like who reshared it, whatever. She saw it and blocked me. But I will say I was in the crossfires of her fighting with Crew and Dakota that day. But I don't know. I really, you know, this career is like really toxic. And like, I just think grounding yourself and knowing who you are and like having like real opinions and not like going out to like, I didn't say anything hurtful. I just said the truth. People are like, okay, well, what was wrong about that statement? No, nothing. She didn't like it because
everyone knows that mom talk is like
suffering
chronically online. It's crazy. Online, and what are they going to do if the show, like they're saying that the show isn't going to come back?
I'm okay with it, dude. I just, Taylor Freaky Paul.
I think everyone is. They overkilled it. They just murdered it.
You know, I will watch Whitney Levitt's spinoff, and she just launched a production company or whatever, and I'm here for it. I just don't want it.
Can I tell you why?
You don't like her?
No, I do like her.
Oh yeah, why?
I don't want the show because these shows never go well for marriages. And I think that if they make this show, I don't think she's going to be able to keep her marriage.
I know. I do.
Because they're going to need a plot and they're going to need a villain. And if it's not Whitney, it's her husband because it can't be the kids. Who else is there?
I know. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
So I'm really worried about it. And I think that choosing to do it, I mean, maybe they've opted and they're like, no one's marriage lasts anymore, so let's just do this and become bigger stars. And then like, okay, respect, let's go make some drama. But I do like Whitney and I do like her little family and her husband, and I just think you're really risking a lot by doing a reality show.
Right now, I think they're the strongest they've ever been. So I think they'll have a few years. But I agree. I don't know.
Eventually it'll turn around though.
They could be Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin.
No one is Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin. They are. Remember the movie He's Just Not That Into You?
Yeah.
They are the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a really great chat. I want to end our talk on what would you say?
I was gonna say we need another millennial like Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin though. It could be them.
Okay, well, I'm rooting for them.
Okay.
I am. Let's wrap up this discussion about the Summer House reunion by saying what our hopes are for the future. It could be whatever comes to mind for whatever cast member. What are your hopes for the future?
I do hope that Jessie has like a successful tour. I hope Lindsay gets laid and really finds somebody who like values her and like does want to be married and accepts her in all forms. I hope Ciara goes to therapy and kind of works out this PTSD. And I'm glad that she's getting all of these deals and brand deals. I just think we need to not forget to take care of ourselves. I am like getting choked up with Ciara and Kyle because I mean, it is really sad that they're in this situation. And I hope Kyle finds somebody that also accepts him and doesn't downplay the things that he does to try to survive. And I hope Ben doesn't come back. I hope Bailey continues her It Girl saga. I hope
Levi. Don't forget Levi.
Levi, yes. I do hope Levi comes back because I don't think we got enough of her and Bailey. And I think that could be like even a cute spinoff. And they're not even really, Bravo is not really even taking advantage of this quote crappy lake stuff. You know, it's like we could do those intermittent shows real quick. You know what I mean? Like lifestyle. And that's really all I hope for those people.
What about West and Amanda?
I don't give a fuck. I hope that, you know.
Okay, here, let me I'll jump in on that with my hope.
Go ahead.
And this might be controversial, but I can't wait to see like where West goes with his reality TV career. He's truly climbed at a rate faster than any other Bravo celebrity in 3 seasons on the show. He's pretty much like a Bravo household name now. And whether, you say the means justify the ends or you don't, this is the circumstance he's in. And they were trying to build a show around him, which I found out today has been canceled. But that could, once tension goes down, Andy could bring that show back. And I know Andy likes to pretend that he doesn't make these choices, but we know he does. And
I don't know that Andy was happy with his responses for the reunion, though. He seemed very annoyed.
He did seem annoyed, but I also think that we as viewers put a lot of pressure on Andy for this one. We're like, do not let us down at this reunion, Andy, because there have been reunions where Andy has shown up and just let the guys skirt by. Yeah. And it happens all the time. Yeah. And so I think Andy was playing a part because I do think at the end of the day, him and West are friends outside of the show. And I think that West will still get a show around him or a presence on the city.
Do you think that their relationship is fractured at all from this?
No. I think Andy loves it. Anytime there is better drama that makes the show better, Andy hears cha-chings and loves it, especially if it's a boy that he's sexually attracted to. I do. Wait, and I think he's always liked West. He likes that little boy shtick.
Can we wrap on this really quick? How about Jennifer Lawrence being the actual...
the whistleblower?
Like, I don't even understand that.
Is it true?
No, I actually don't know what happens live. I don't know if it's true though, or if he just went with an internet theory. I just thought that was like so weird.
I feel like there's a chance producers leaked it and then they called Jennifer Lawrence and were like, hey, can we say that you discovered all this? Because he still hasn't had, right after it happened, he said it was Jennifer Lawrence and he'd have to have her on his like serious radio show to talk about it or something, or on Watch What Happens, and he still hasn't done it. It's all blown over now, so I don't know.
No, that's why he said it on Watch What Happens, because this week he was on, not Jeff Lewis, but the other gay guy on Sirius or whatever. Okay. He was on his show, or he was on Andy's show, whatever, and he was like, hello, you never said who it was, and he goes, oh shit, I really dropped the ball on that, like, I forgot, like, I'll tell you guys. And so then this week's Watch What Happens Live, that was like 2 days ago. And then now he said it was Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, whatever.
Anyway, for Amanda, I hope that she embraces her reality TV career and stops just floating. If this was Big Brother, we'd be like, floaters grab a life vest for Amanda, because she's just floaty McFloaterson. I want her to embrace that she has these feelings for West and be like, I don't give a fuck, Ciara, if you like it or not. I'm fucking him and it's great. Like, I want her to like give us reality TV villain, like talk shit. She's eye rolling and licking her lips enough. Like, why hold back? Make your bank, girl. Like, secure your career now that Kyle can't carry you through reality TV. She doesn't have a storyline of my husband is the worst anymore. So if she wants to stay on TV, she's gonna need to bring something. Her career is boring as hell because she's a graphic designer. So it's gonna have to be, fucking West Wilson and I don't care. And then do not try to bring West Wilson relationship drama to my screen, because I will just I have never said this, but I'll just turn it off. Like, I don't want to watch Amanda do part 2, the same shit with West for 8 years. Like, I can't handle it. I was already sick of it going into this season with Kyle. And that's why I'm happy this happened, because it gave me something different to watch and it gave me a different lens to view it, and it made it fresh and exciting for me. But I cannot do her complaining about West partying or hooking up with other girls or whatever. I don't think it'll last that long. I really think that they're like already broken up and they're doing like the Love Island thing where they're like, our jobs kind of depend on us keeping this facade relationship going for the next year, so we got to do it and then we can break up next summer, you know?
Yep.
Okay, well, that wraps up our discussion about the reunion. We shared a lot of thoughts, and you guys, you stuck around. So thanks for attending this week's meeting. A huge thank you to Raya Hensler for showing up and talking everything Summer House with me this season. It's been great having you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I feel like you just match the energy of Bravoholics Anonymous so well. So I hope to welcome you back soon.
Oh my God.
And you guys, check out our past episode where we break down the whole timeline. If you need a refresher and you're like, they talked about the timeline the whole time at the reunion, what are they talking about? We go through it beat by beat on that last episode of Bravoholics Anonymous. So check it out. We're going to be talking Love Island. We're going to be all summer long. We're going to be talking about the Valley. So tune into Bravoholics Anonymous weekly. You can find us on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, however you're listening to it now. If you want to see us, go to YouTube and check it out. And I'll see you guys at next week's meeting. As always, keep your champagne cold and your taglines iconic. See you soon.
Bye.